This next type of flower that we're going to do is a little bit more simple. It's a little more like, if you ever made those paper snowflakes, it's kind of has a similar style. So I just have a normal 8.5 by 11 size piece of just colorful paper with pink, because pink's kind of a fun flowery color. And you're going to make a square out of it. So how you do that is you line up the short edge to the long edge. You fold that in half, or you can also start with a square paper as well, if that's your preference. And then you can take scissors or a cutter and just cut off that extra. I'm actually going to use the cutter just a little bit quicker for the video. And I know not everyone has access to these, so scissors also work, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to do it this way because it's a little bit quicker. Then you don't have to sit here and watch me snip away at it. Okay, so now I have a square. So what we're going to do is you're going to take that square and fold it back into a triangle, like what we did before. And then you're going to take that triangle and fold it in half. And fold it in half. Then you're going to fold it in half again. So it's now kind of a smaller little triangle. From there, you're going to fold in, let me see here. Yeah, you're going to fold in, so you're going to take these little points and you're going to fold them in this way. Right? Yeah. So it kind of makes this little shape where you just fold it in to those points. You line up those edges. This is kind of thicker paper, so you might want some help with the scissors with this one because it takes a little bit more hand strength. But it is also a good exercise for your hands. So then you're going to take it, now it leaves us this little triangle, and you're just going to cut that off. So you don't need that. I suppose you can make little teeny tiny flowers with these, but you know, whatever you want to do. So then you have this little shape, and what we're going to do is, I'm just going to double check here, make sure I'm doing this right. So then you're going to make a little mark part way down on the thickest crease. So see how this has all the little flaps? You don't want to do it on that side, you want to do it on this side. And you want to leave at least ½ inch. So if you've got your rulers handy or you just want to eyeball it, that's fine. But you want to leave at least ½ inch at the bottom. Don't cut off the ½ inch at the bottom. But then you can make a curve going along this. So you can make one going this way, or you can make it go all the way around. However you want to shape it is totally up to you. So for this example one, I didn't have scissors, so I ripped it, which gave it kind of a fun texture. And then when you go and fold it, the flower petals are whatever texture you leave it with. So that's why it's similar to a paper snowflake. So I'm going to just do a little curve, and you can make these as big or as small as you like. I'll just do a smooth curve for this one. And the deeper in you cut, the more individual your petals are going to go. So if you can see on, let me refold this example. Here, I'll just finish cutting this and I'll show you. But remember, don't cut past your little line that you made down at the bottom, because it will fall apart. So this, you can just throw that away. But if you can see, I didn't cut farther than that mark. But now, when I open it up, you have a nice uniform little flower that, if we press it open here, that has fun little petals. So if you make them smaller, they're like, if you make your triangle smaller, so like the ones that we used that we ended up cutting up, you could tape these together to make a little square, or use smaller pieces of paper like these ones. can do a similar thing and just make smaller versions of it, and you can decorate your wall, or your door, or your neighbor's door, and just make like a little flower garden. And if you want to attach these to a stem, you can cut a hole in the middle. But remember, be careful not to make the hole too big, or your flower petals will all fall off your flower. And then you can make a stem like I did in the other video, where you just roll up a piece of paper until it turns into a little tube and tape it on there. And so that's how you make these simple snowflake flowers.